Welcome, people of the World Wide Web. So it is a Wednesday in it, as usual. Look what I have been watching. I think we're up to 51. So next week, or 50, when 52 is released, I will do a massive episode, just going into a little bit more kind of special year anniversary type, even though it's been more than a year, but we're on. So this is, as I said, a look what I've been watching. A very small set for this week. Yeah, there's just been I had a lot on, and obviously a box set of like I've had to finish, and there's some series I've been on. So because I've had to watch them, I haven't had much time. So the first one, and we do it in reverse order, is probably one of my favourite movies of all time. So this is The Art of Racing in the Rain. It does not sit in my top 5, but as dog films go, this is great. It's region 1, so luckily I have a multi-region player. My wife bought me this for Christmas. And yeah, and I like Milo Ventimiglia from obviously Heroes, and This Is Us fame, and it is a great. If you love dog movies, bring the tissues. It was adapted from a book, but it is an absolutely great movie. First one. So the next one on, carrying on from when I meet up with the guys a while back. Obviously, we got speaking about Darkman, so I went out and bought a copy of Darkman #1. Watched it, quite liked it. It's very cheesy, it very feels very 90s. I think it's 1990 it was made, and you can understand Sam Raimi and having some of the special effects, and that do work really, for what the budget is and what he did. I think it really works so well for that time. Obviously, not growing up with it means I don't really have as much as appreciation as I should do for it. I say I do think it works really well. I mean, interestingly, you see Bruce Campbell at the end, and to be honest, I think Bruce Campbell would suit this role better than Liam Neeson, and I know I might get a bit of slack for that, but I think he would have actually looked quite good as a dark man and stuff like this, and it would have been nice to. And besides Ash, this was another role he did, because I think he'd done. I mean, I thought it was very interesting, or very he couldn't do a superhero, so he did Darkman, but he did somebody who he gets angry and stuff like that, and that's not really the kind of role of your typical superhero, but it has a bit of the dark side in it, and I can see he wanted to do like the shadow and stuff like that, and I can get the themes from that. So there we have that. So next one is the complete box set of the Hunger Games. So recently bought this to downsize it, and I watched it all over the weekend and absolutely loved it. I actually give him more credit to Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson that how well they act. I think the story is done well. I mean, there are a few points for like a kids or a teenage kind of thing. There are stuff that isn't perfect, but I do like the story overall of how it transcends. I know the ending is different from the books, and I think this shows it really well. Obviously, there are few little bits that they had to change, obviously due to the death of Philip Hart. I'll put a picture up there. But yeah, he died during the making of 3 and 4. So there's a few scenes I had to cut out, which you didn't really notice unless you knew what they're looking for. But it is a great story. It is, whether it is taken from Battle Royale, I don't think it really matters, because it kind of comes its own story within itself. And yeah, really good. I thoroughly enjoyed the rewatch and thought it is quite a battle and a war kind of, themes were portrayed very well. And then the final one, again, one I got last year, would be Mulan. So I really like the anime of this, and thoroughly like this as a adaptation. I think it is a great story, great. All the people I had to play it worked really well. I liked how they changed stuff. I did like the animation and did wish I had Mushu in it, but I think how they changed everything and how it works for her. I think specifically the martial arts and the set designer of costumes and stuff worked so well in this. Lovely movie. Glad they made this one. It's one of the better ones I think in these years. So this has been a look what I've been watching. Not much for this week, obviously 7 movies altogether. Been a slow week. Hopefully I'll have more for you next week. Otherwise, I've been Cypher Sigma Screen Time. Have you seen anything that I've seen? What are your views? Let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I shall see you in the next one.